Hello there. Welcome once again to Living on Purpose. My name is Fola Daniel Adelesi, also known as Fola Daniel Speaks. Today, I want to talk to you about not eating your seed. Don't eat your seed. You see, when you eat your seed, you are actually eating your harvest with your seed. That's the problem with eating your seed. Now, if you eat what is supposed to be your harvest, it is only your harvest that you have eaten. But the moment you eat your seed, you have eaten the seed for today and the harvest for tomorrow. Many people don't understand that their seed should always wait and their seed should always be planted. If you choose to eat your seed rather than planting your seed, you are destroying a lot of things that should come back to you in future. How do people eat their seed? Sometimes they make money for the first time, and instead of reinvesting the money, they go on a shopping spree, buy the latest cars, buy the latest clothes, buy the latest gadgets, buy the latest tablets, go into expensive shopping malls, go to countries where they've never visited before and live large, prove to people that they have arrived, believing that that money will keep flowing again. And they don't understand that what they're eating is a seed. One of the reasons people eat their seeds is because they are spending what they have, which is their seed, competing with those who are spending their harvests. When you are spending your seed competing with those who are spending their harvest, you will be in trouble at the end of the day. Don't eat your seed. As you make financial decisions today, make sure that those financial decisions are in consideration for what you're going to get in the future. If you can't afford something, it's okay not to be able to afford it. You have not committed a crime. You have not killed any person. Now money you no get, no be crime you commit. So make sure that as of today, you don't eat your seed by spending what you don't have. You don't eat your seed by spending the first fruits, the first things that come into your hands on all the latest equipment. One of the ways to make sure that you don't eat your seed is not to be pressured to attend every party. Don't be pressured to attend every event. Don't be pressured to go with the latest trend on everything. Somebody comes out with a new phone and says, "Oh, have you seen this phone? Oh, have you seen this latest brand of phone? It's something that you should get. If you don't have it, you're not in vogue." Who says that you're not in vogue? You should never be under any kind of pressure to buy something just to impress another person. Years ago, somebody said that some people buy the things they don't need to impress the people who don't like them. How can you buy something that you don't need with the money that you don't have in order to impress the people who don't like you? What you're doing is to eat your seed. Sometimes you may even need that thing, but there can be a smaller version of it. There can be an older version of it that works just fine. Sometimes when it comes to decisions about buying a laptop, some people go for the most expensive laptop. At the end of the day, you ask them, what do they do on the laptop? The only thing they do is typing. They don't do any kind of serious work that requires the value of the laptop that they have purchased. Some people also buy very expensive phones. The only thing they do on it is just to chat. They don't do any serious thing on it. So there's nothing wrong with buying some of those gadgets, the latest one, the biggest one with all the configurations. But the question is, how much of it are you maximizing? But you spent your permanent seed buying something that will expire in a few years and you would never be able to recover it. I want to appeal to you, particularly young people, don't eat your seed. Think before you spend. Think before you invest. Think before you respond to the demands of other people. If there is anything that I've been able to do successfully over the years, it's the fact that nobody can pressure me to attend a party. Nobody can pressure me to buy clothes, what they call ashwebi in Nigeria. Nobody pressures me to do all of those things. If I want to do it, I do it because I like it. If I don't want to do it, that's the end. I don't do it. You don't buy a car because you like it or because it's going to make you look good to somebody else. You buy a car because it's a necessity to move you around. You don't go and live in a particular area because everybody is going to respect you for living in that area. You live in that area because that's where you want to live and it's going to help your productivity in life. What are your considerations for choosing to rent or to buy where you're buying from? There are too many things that we do just because that's what other people are doing. And until people get into their old age, that's when they come back and say, "Oh, I wish I never did this. I wish I never listened to this person. I wish I listened to my own inner mind." In fact, they now say, "I'm too old to be pressured by anybody." But why wait till that time to be saying you're too old to be pressured by anybody? Right now, You should not be too old if you're not old, but you should be too smart to be pressured by anybody. So don't eat your seed. Money comes into your hands. Ask yourself, what's the future that I want for myself? What's the life that I want to live? And how do I spend this money to get the life that I want? What are the plans I should be making? What are the decisions I should be making? What are the sacrifices I should be making right now? I've told the story before of my own father who decided to drive a Volkswagen for 17 years, not because he couldn't change his car, but because he had his priorities. And he made up his mind that he was not going to change his car until he was done building his house. And he had so many other things sorted before he decided to change his car. Please delay your gratification. Don't eat your seed today, because when you eat your seed today, you're not only eating today's seed, you are eating tomorrow's harvest. And the most painful part is usually not when you eat the seed, it's when you wait for your harvest and there is nothing to harvest. So please head on now to www.foladaniel.com and don't forget to check out my YouTube channel and subscribe. It's youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks. Thank you.